Yes, please state your name, Mr. Buckner, and turn on your screen.
It's Lawrence and the family of Buckner.
Can you please turn on your screen?
Can you see me?
I can see you, but now you have. All right, we'll see if that noise starts up again, giving us some numbers that I could not. All right, we're here for non-jury trial today. Are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Anybody want to give opening statements?
Judge, the people will waive opening statement.
Defense will likewise waive, Your Honor.
All right. You may call your first witness.
Thank you, Judge. The people call Sergeant Jordan Irbies to the stand.
Sergeant Irbies, please unmute your device for me and raise your right hand to be sworn. Sergeant Irbies, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. I know you've testified before, so I don't need to give you any direction. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Woods.
Thank you, Judge. Sergeant Irbies, could you please state your name again for the record?
Sergeant Jordan Irvis, E-R-B as in boy, E-S.
And where are you currently employed?
Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office in the Police Service Division.
Okay. And were you employed in that capacity on November 17th of 2024?
I was.
On that date, were you involved in an investigation involving Lawrence Buckner at 1501 South Huron Street in Ypsilanti Township?
I received a complaint from him, yes.
What do you mean by that?
I was asked to call him in regards to a trespass notice that was served to him earlier that evening.
And did you call Mr. Buckner?
I did.
What phone number were you provided to call?
734.
Thank you.
And why were you given the task to call Mr. Buckner?
He was upset for being served a trespass notice to the improper address.
So he was given a trespass notice, but it was to the wrong address?
Yes, so Deputy Jay Clark had served him a trespass notice earlier in the evening. There are two Sunocos. It was supposed to be to the Sunoco at 350 South Ford Boulevard, but Deputy Jay Clark mistakenly issued it to him at 1024 Ecorse Road, which is the second Sunoco gas station in Ypsilanti Township.
So you were calling to just give him the correct information?
He asked to be called in order to make a complaint about being served the improper address.
Oh, so Mr. Buckner was complaining, so you were just calling to follow up on that complaint?
He asked to speak to a sergeant, and I was the one that was on duty at the time.
I see. Do you recall what time you called Mr. Buckner?
I believe it was around 1:30 a.m., somewhere in that time frame.
Okay. And are you familiar with Mr. Buckner's voice?
I am.
And when you called Mr. Buckner, was this call recorded?
It was. It was recorded on my body-worn camera.
Judge, may I share my screen?
What are you sharing?
The phone call. It's on his body-worn camera. I just want to lay foundation.
All right. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to witness a courtroom case unfold where a man faces trial for threatening an officer over a simple trespass notice. Right from the start, the judge sets the tone for a non-jury trial, with the prosecution ready to proceed. What looks like just another day in court quickly builds into something far more tense and revealing. Stay locked in. This intro set the stage for a heated legal battle.
Deputy, what are we looking at here?
This is my body-worn camera. Whenever I make a phone call, I typically show the camera the phone number that I'm calling to verify it, and then the phone call is played over speakerphone, so my body-worn camera can collect that information that is being, the conversation is being had back and forth.
And after you made this recording, did you share this recording with the prosecutor's office?
I did.
And is this an accurate depiction of what your body-worn camera looks like at that date?
It is.
Judge, I'd ask permission to publish the body worn camera video and admit it.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, it shall be published in a minute.
Judge, this would be Exhibit 1. First of all, can you hear it?
No, I cannot.
Buckner, Sergeant Nerves of the Sheriff's Office. What can I do for you?
I can now.
Are you hearing it?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll continue playing it. Let me just rewind it. I just had issues before, so I just wanted to make sure you could hear it.
Just so you're aware, the body camera has a 30-second buffer period in which when I activate it, 30 seconds prior plays, but there's no audio attached to it. So that may be what's occurring.
That's correct. I just started playing it when the audio picks up.
Sergeant Nerves of the Sheriff's Office. What can I do for you? I had no incidences with you. You don't even know who you are. You're brand new. Yeah. So I know that that's a lie. Jay Clark did. I have talked to him. Yeah, but he's got no beef with you. He ain't even been here long enough to have beef with you. Well, he has to have a beef, but I talked to him a few times. Okay. So outside of that, you don't know what transpired because you ain't been there for. But this trespass don't exist. It's to the wrong building. Okay. What address did he trespass you to? They trespassed me to 1024 E-Course Road. Okay. Well, that is incorrect. It's 350 South Fort, the Oklahoma. Yeah, so they put the wrong thing on there. So this one don't exist. So, they just got to reserve you or whatever. No, we don't have to reserve you. I just have to verbally serve you. I don't have to serve you a piece of paper. So you're trespassing 350 South Fort Boulevard. If you'd like another piece of paper, then you can meet me and I can give you another piece of paper. I'm just making, y'all aware because, I am going to be still fake. I'm not banned for a piece of plate. So, I'm not going to deal with this fake ass, this slimy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, you're trespassing that premises there. The premises is to the gas station. That's the address. The address to the piece of place is a whole different address. Okay. Okay, so that's a whole different address. Okay. That's the bullshit. I ain't deal with it. Because he approached me at the pizza place, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. Well, that's a threat.
Here the prosecution wastes no time, calling Sergeant Jordan Herbie to the stand. The witness takes his oath, steady and composed, and immediately dives into his role in the case. The room shifts as the authority of the sergeant grounds a testimony, pulling the jury and viewers into the unfolding story. This isn't just routine. Every word now begins stacking weight onto the charges a defendant is facing.
Accurate depiction of the phone call that day?
It is.
How do you know that was Lawrence Buckner you were talking to?
I've had numerous incidences with Mr. Buckner previously, so I'm quite familiar with him and his voice and his mannerisms. And that phone call is consistent with previous contacts I've had with him. And him being the person that was served with the trespass, he would be the only one at that point in time that would know that the trespass was served at the improper address.
Okay. And do you see Mr. Buckner on the Zoom today?
I do.
And could you please describe him to the court? Or
he's wearing a black T-shirt with a chain. His Zoom video is labeled Mr. Buckner.
Judge, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant, Lawrence Buckner?
No objection, Your Honor.
It shall.
So, who was, when Mr. Buckner had stated on his phone call, if he approached me at the pizza place, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him. Do you know who Mr. Buckner was referring to?
He was referring to Deputy Jay Clark. And I say Jay Clark because we have two Clarks that work for us.
Okay. And did you take what Mr. Buckner said to you as a threat on Deputy Clark?
I did.
Okay. And When a threat like that is made to a law enforcement officer, what are you required to do?
There's not any specific requirements, but I made sure to notify Deputy Jay Clark so that he was aware that the threat was made. And then, due to the likelihood of it, if it was going to be carried out, it would possibly be that night. I notified the other deputies on shift in case something occurred with Mr. Buckner.
Did you believe that threat that Mr. Buckner made?
Yes, considering it was made to a sergeant and it was pretty brazen, and it's well aware of who he is, I did take it as a credible threat.
Okay. And how did this threat on a fellow law enforcement officer make you feel?
It concerned me for the safety of my deputy in the event that he was reserved that trespass notice, or in the event that they did come in contact with him in the community again that later that evening or that week.
Do you believe that this threat was intended to frighten, intimidate, or annoy or disturb your peace?
I do.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to that question as speculation and or calling for a legal conclusion.
Response.
I'm just asking for the officer to elaborate on how that made him feel. I can rephrase my question, Judge.
Okay, please rephrase.
Officer, when you received that threat from Mr. Buckner, how did that make you feel?
I was frightened for the safety of my deputy.
Okay. And why were you frightened for the safety of the deputy?
The fact that a comment like that was made directly to a law enforcement officer, that's not in the typical realm of things that happen. So the fact that he was willing to make such a brazen threat, knowing that he was talking to a sergeant, knowing that he was calling to make a complaint, the credibility of that threat to me was pretty substantial. It's not something that I get very often when somebody asks me to call them, that they're going to tell me that they're then going to beat up or attack one of my deputies. That's not typical.
The sergeant explained the confusion that sparked the conflict. A trespass notice served to the wrong address. What should have been a small clerical error instead lit the fuse of confrontation. Viewers can sense a build-up as the defendant's complaint takes center stage. It's here we realize the trial isn't about paperwork at all. It's about how a frustrated man escalated a mistake into direct challenge against law enforcement.
No further questions.
Mr. Lebo?
Thank you, Your Honor. Deputy Urbis, one of the things you said on the phone call was that you knew Mr. Buckner was lying to you. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what you were indicating, Mr. Buckner, that you believed he was lying to you about was whether he had encountered Deputy Clark. Is that correct?
I believe it was whether Deputy Clark had a problem with him specifically or not.
One of the things you said in that call was that he hadn't been at the sheriff's department long enough to have any contact with Mr. Buckner. Is that correct?
To have significant enough contact for him to have a vendetta against Mr. Buckner, yes.
Fair to say that you were incorrect and that Mr. Buckner had contact with Mr. Clark.
Yes, he had contact. I don't believe that he had contact.
So fair to say that Mr. Buckner was not in fact lying to you?
I mean, it depends on how you're interpreting what Mr. Buckner said. So the reason that
Certainly.
Okay.
So additionally, you said earlier that you took the threat seriously.
Correct.
Now on the video, we heard you laughing immediately after you stated out loud that it was a threat.
Correct.
Would you generally laugh after you hear a serious threat towards a law enforcement officer?
Well, that was my response at the time because I thought it was so brazen, and I was surprised by it. It kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect that to come.
Okay, so I guess, and earlier the prosecutor asked you how you felt, and you initially said concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another question the prosecutor asked you where there was an objection and a rephrase. She re-asked you that question, and then you changed concerned to frightened. Do you remember that?
Correct. Yes.
Why did you make that change?
Well, I can feel frightened at the same time that I can feel concerned for my deputy's welfare.
You certainly can, but I'm asking why you changed your phrasing the first time the question was asked to the second time the question was asked.
I don't have a answer for that.
Did you change that phrasing as a result of how you felt it would influence the outcome of the case?
No.
Okay. Now, after Mr. Buckner made that statement, because he approached me at the pizza place, I beat the F out of him, he hung up right away, didn't he?
Correct.
Did he try calling you back?
No.
Okay. And how did you determine that the he was talking to was Deputy J. Clark? Was it anything other than the context of the call?
I believe he said Deputy J. Clark in the phone call. He said Deputy Clark in the phone call, identifying him.
At the end of the call, I heard was he. Did you hear something different?
I'd have to re-listen to the body cam again, but I believe that he did say Deputy J.
Okay,
Clark.
so why don't we play it again? And Your Honor, may I share my screen to share the body camera?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Was the body camera tone just heard?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mr. Buckner, Sergeant Herbs with the Sheriff's Office. What can I do for you?
Oh, and then I don't understand. Like, I got a trespass, and and it just happened to be by the same officer that I had a few incidents with over in the area when I was dealing with my ex-girlfriend, and like he got a hard on for me. He was told he was gonna get me, and he's making a point out of it.
What deputy?
Jay Clark.
Jay Clark has had no incidences with you. He don't even know who you are. He's brand new.
Yeah. Well,
So I know that that's a lie.
Jay Clark. I have talked to him.
Yeah, but he's got no beef with you. He ain't even been here long enough to have a beef with you.
Well, he has to have a beef because I haven't talked to him a few times.
Okay.
So outside of that, you don't know what transpired because you ain't been everywhere. But this trespass don't exist. It's to the wrong building. And,
Okay. Well, what address did he trespass you to?
they trespassed me to 1024 E Course Road.
Okay. Well, that is incorrect. It's 350 South Ford. It's the Oklahoma.
Yeah, so they put the wrong thing on there, so this
Okay.
one don't exist. So, they just got to reserve me or whatever.
No, we don't have to reserve you. I just have to verbally serve you. I don't have to serve you a piece of paper. So you're trespassing from 350 South Ford Boulevard. If you'd like another piece of paper, then you can meet me and I can give you another piece of paper.
I'm just making y'all aware because I am gonna be still like I'm not banned for the pizza place, so I'm not gonna deal with this fake ass Islamic bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, you're trespassing from that premises there.
No, the premises is for the gas station. That's the address. The address to the pizza place is a whole different address.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a whole different address.
Okay.
So, all this little bullshit, I ain't gonna deal with it. Because if he approached me at the pizza place, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Well, that's a threat.
So, Sergeant Herbs, your testimony is essentially that you determined that it was Deputy Clark that Mr. Buckner directed his statement to based on the context of the call?
Yes, he stated that it was Deputy Clark.
Okay. And did anyone advise Deputy Clark that needed to avoid that pizza place that night?
That Deputy Clark needed to avoid the pizza place that night?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. If it had been a serious threat towards Deputy Clark, wouldn't someone have told him to avoid that pizza place?
Why would I tell him to specifically avoid that pizza place?
Because the statement that indicated that you perceived as a threat was, if I see him at the pizza place, I'm a beat the F out of him. The phrase
Yes.
at the pizza place.
I notified Deputy J. Clark of the threat that was made about it, but I didn't tell him to specifically stay away from the pizza place.
Okay. Wouldn't it be reasonable if someone's perceived a true threat to tell them, this person says they may harm you if they see you here, so don't go there?
I guess, but I figured that telling him overall the threat would be the warning that he needed.
Thank you. And wouldn't you agree that generally if you hear a serious threat against a law enforcement officer, you don't laugh?
Depends on how your response to that kind of threat is.
Okay. Is there any particular reason you concluded that Mr. Buckner made that statement with intent to threaten rather than simply he blurted it out at the end of a frustrating call?
Well, I mean, I don't understand why somebody would make that kind of statement to a law enforcement officer if they didn't mean it.
So essentially it was simply based on the fact that it was said, you concluded that it was a true